Hey there! Ultizeta here, and welcome to Let's Play Super Mario Galaxy 2. Because I am not a liar, and when I said that I was going to be doing Galaxy 2 immediately after Galaxy 1, well, here we are. Super Mario Galaxy 2. And this time, I don't have a free space. Well, guess I can get rid of Luigi. Goodbye, Luigi. We hardly knew ye. We did it, guys. We killed Luigi. Anyways. Let's just make the entire world Yoshi, because why not? Anyways, I guess I'll do some bits and bobbles of explanation while the intro sequence goes on, because, I mean, I guess there's gonna be a little bit of reading. Like, now let me tell you a new story that also begins with Stardust. Shimmering stardust falls on the Mushroom Kingdom once a century. That time had come again.
Dear Mario.
Would you like to share some cake while we watch the shooting stars? Meet me at the Castle Peach. It's like Mario 64! Except in 2D. The Star Festival had just begun. Toads everywhere were celebrating. Stardust rained down from the sky. And then we found a dead thing. It's roadkill. Triangle XX, triangle, triangle X. The strange little fellow seemed confused. Was he lost? He seemed to take a shine to Mario. Seems to me like he's already shining without us. Mario's cap filled with the warmth as he felt a new power surging through him. If only making friends was that easy in real life. Shake thing to spin. Yay. And look, it's my pointer. Did you miss the pointer? Well, now you have it back again. The princess is in the castle! Not another one. What's this? Was it one of the fellow's friends? Well, who cares? Doesn't matter. Hey look! It's the princess! Let's go say hi. Hi, princess! You're too late, Mario. The power of the stars is already mine. And look what else I got. It's an innocent bystander. I'm huge! Even scarier up close, huh? I'm not sure everyone would agree with you. Maybe I'll have Peach bake me something for once. I sure could go for a galaxy-sized slice of cake right now. I'm way too huge for this puny planet. I deserve an empire that's more me-size. And I'll put it in the center of the universe. Have fun with your stupid mushrooms. And just like that, the game has begun. Because plot is not very important in Galaxy 2. Mario, where'd that monster come from? You must hurry and save her. Oh, Master Luma! Young Master Luma, did you get thrown overboard? You should be safe from now, but we should save the princess. Let's use the power of the stars, and we can also help, because things. As thanks for saving our friends, we'll send you into space and make you suffocate. Because you can't breathe in space, I don't care. Anyways, Sky Station Galaxy, Pee-wee Piranha's temper tantrum. Galaxy 2 is a weird game, honestly, because it's got this weird thing. Sometimes I really don't quite understand how to feel about Galaxy 2, because for all intents and purposes, it is a sequel. But simultaneously, it's not a sequel. It doesn't design itself like a sequel sometimes, but other times it does. And while, as a whole, it is a fun game, and it has definitely some fun levels in it, and in some instances some better design than Galaxy 1. Like having visible checkpoints, such as those, and stuff like that. But in other instances, it's just like, why is it designed this way? Because, like, if you know the first game, then it's like, what's even the point? But then other times, it's like, if you don't know the first game, then why even have it? And you'll understand more when I get through the game more. But, for the most part, it's why I have a hard time figuring out whether I actually like this game more than Galaxy 1 sometimes. Because sometimes, in some instances, it's like, this game is great, this game is so much better than Galaxy 1. But other times it's like, but this design isn't necessarily as good as it was in Galaxy 1. And it's weird. Anyways, you got a comment medal, collect them to make comments appear. Comments in this game are definitely better designed than they were in Galaxy 1. You don't have to run around and try and hope that there's gonna be one there. And there's not an overabundance of purple comments. Instead, there's just regular comments, and you collect those medals to make one appear. And that's that. Yes, I know, we know about the things. Anyways, one thing that I do think is important to discuss is why I'm even playing this game right now. Because, what's been going on lately... Also, surprise, it's not Dino Piranha, it's just someone that looks like Dino Piranha. Anyways. The reason why I'm playing this right now, because you could easily see it as just being way too much Mario, and I would understand that just fine. But the important thing, the more important thing than that, is my hands. Because if you've been paying attention to my channel in general, you'll recall that I put Metroid Prime 2 on hiatus until my hands were okay to be using a Wii Remote and Nunchuck. Because the pointing at the screen and holding the weird nunchuck and all that were hurting my wrists and whatever and whatnot. So I said that I would be doing Metroid Prime 2 again once I felt good enough to do that. This game uses the Wii Remote and Nunchuck, and yet I'm playing it instead of Metroid Prime 2. Reason behind this, there are actually multiple. Reason number one, I've played this game before, I know about exactly how long it's going to last, and I am going to be able to breeze through it a lot quicker than I would Metroid Prime 2. Metroid Prime 2 is a blind Let's Play that I don't know, and while I have been having fun with it plenty of times, I don't know how it's gonna go, and it could easily take me a lot longer than I expect. And because I've been... well, hold on. We have this guy. You're this Mario guy my little Lumas won't stop laughing about, am I right? Sorry to hear about the excitement you had with that monster out in the Mushroom Kingdom. I sure appreciate you bringing us this Power Star, though. We need as many of these as we can get. The name's Lubba, by the by. I'm the head honcho of this Luma crew. See, believe it or not, we're on a spaceship right now. Took some real elbow grease to convert this little planetoid into a ship, but we Lumas pulled it off. May not look like much, but it's home. Truth be told, the ship, she's not in such hot shape right now. We ran into that monster too. He blasted us with meteors and some of my crew were thrown overboard. So that monster kidnapped your princess, eh? That's cold. Deep space cold, if you ask me. You know what else is cold? That monster stealing every last one of our power stars. See, that's our fuel. Our spaceship runs on energy from stars. Without that, we're stranded here. Hi. Ayo, is that young Master Luma? It is, isn't it? Wow. Wait, if you have the trust of young Master Luma, say, I just might have a little proposition for you. Hear me out now. Your special someone got kidnapped and now you gotta save her, am I right? Yes. And we need fuel for our ship. Now, if you think you could get some of our star back for us, I'd be willing to make this ship your very own for a bit. That's a fair exchange. Am I right, Mario? That's right. Alright, it's a deal. Okay, gang, let's get cracking, yeah? I want everyone's spaceship shape. And then the magic of one star turns the thing into Mario's face. Because narcissism is the name of the game. Lubba's crew rebuilt the spaceship to look just like Mario. Well, what do you think? Nice spaceship, yeah? More like a face ship, har har. Well, at least you'll never lose it in a parking lot, am I right? So what's next? Don't look at me, this ship has your face on it, not mine. The decision is yours. Feel free to explore Starship Mario or take the helm if you're ready to ship out. It's your call, Captain. Captain Mario. Let's go. We stand on this and take the wheel, and... Whose idea was it to let a human fly this thing? This thing was built by Lumas. Mario's got no idea what he's doing. And welcome to the world map. Because as opposed to using the domes, as opposed to using the domes of Galaxy 1, we have a world map instead, making things a lot more linear and world-based and easier to get around. It basically streamlines the whole dome process, while basically removing the necessity of a hub world. Some people like it, some people don't. I'm indifferent, so let's just play the levels. Anyways, as I was saying, with the whole Metroid Prime 2 thing. Reason number one that I'm playing this instead of Metroid Prime 2 right now is because I know the game, I know how much I'll be able to handle at a time, how many different sessions I'll have to record with it, stuff like that. Overall, it's going to be fairly simple. I'm much less concerned about how this one's gonna go. Reason number two, I'd still want to play this game before Mario Odyssey releases. Now, the ending of this Let's Play will probably end up going, because this Let's Play is going to start like very early September for me, but right now it's late August. Oh, that's wrong. I don't know, I'm distracted. So, I want to play Galaxy 2 before Mario Odyssey for a similar reason that I mentioned in Galaxy 1. I don't want the game to feel lesser to me because I'm used to a more recent and better game. So, because of that, I want to be able to play the game now so that it feels better to me. And I'm more excited for it, I guess, and less randomly critical that I probably would be comparing it to Mario Odyssey because that game just looks really good. So yeah, that's an important thing to keep in mind. Number 3, I already did also promise that I would be doing Galaxy 2 after Galaxy 1, and while I don't necessarily have to keep my promises, I would have felt bad about it if I didn't. I mean, I have not followed through on my Let's Play promises before. I'll admit to that. But I wanted to do it, and I just kind of wanted to do it, so yeah. This does not mean that I won't be doing Metroid Prime 2, it just means it's going to be a little bit longer because I guarantee that this is eventually going to start being a strain on my hands, just the carpal tunnel stuff that I mentioned back in Metroid Prime 2. But, whatever. I'll be more used to it, it's fine. I'll be fine. Don't worry about it. Now, as far as anything else is concerned, I do have one other very good reason. And that reason is a brand new capture card. Now, I've mentioned before... Ow. I've mentioned before the Elgato that I've been using has been causing blue screens or whatever, or those weird little, like, issues that I've been having. You know, the things that I've been discussing since, like, Subspace Emissary earlier in this year. I've been dealing with it for a while. With the old Elgato. So, I ended up deciding that it was definitely worth it to try and get a brand new capture card. Like, friend, I don't care, I don't have a friend to play with, so I don't care. There is a 2-player mode in this. There was a 2-player mode in Galaxy 1, but it was just the other player controls the second pointer, and that's kind of pointless. Ironically. So, in this one, it's just, they get a pointer, but they also get a little Luma that's just following the first player around, and they can freeze enemies and collect stuff from afar. It's whatever. I'm not going to be doing it because I don't have anyone to play with, and I don't really care that much. But it's a thing that exists. Anyways. Blah, blah. I have a new capture card. Now, originally, I thought that I was going to want a brand new, different experience, because I'd been using my Elgato since 2013. Since my Pikmin Let's Play, back in the day, was the first thing I ever recorded with my Elgato. It was basically a video capture test thing, because it's like, I wanted to be... whatever. You saved me. It's Yoshi. Yeah, Yoshi's cool. We all know Yoshi. Yoshi. He's awesome. So... There we go. Comet Medal. Comet Medals are only ever in the first star of any level, so that's something good to keep in mind. Where's the way to go? It's this one. Everything about this game is just pretty easy to just understand just by looking at it, so that's nice, I guess. I'll get into these things later, I don't care. I wanted to get a new experience because I've been using Elgato for so long, and I have had plenty of individual problems with Elgato, from stuff like the having to use external hard drives because suddenly things just didn't want to work. Back in, like, the... even was I recording at that point? I don't know. I had problems when I was trying to do Newer, I had problems when I was trying to do Sonic CD, I'd been having Elgato problems for ages, so this year's problems were not unique to just this. So, I wanted to try and get something different from Elgato this time. So, I got, originally, an Avermedia Live Gamer Extreme LGX. I think that's how it's pronounced. It might be Avermedia. I don't know, I don't care, either way. Turns out, it sucks. People have recommended it, and quite frankly, I don't really quite get why. Maybe it's a different Avermedia that people suggest. I don't know. All I can tell you is that the LGX sucks. Because I literally could not get it, like... So, there are two options when it comes to using a capture card, basically. You can either use the built-in software that it comes with, or you can use external software to basically record with it. That's how it works. So, like, if I'm doing a stream, I'll use external software. If I'm doing a Let's Play, I'll use the built-in software that it comes with, basically. Stuff like that. Elgato, I've always used, for my Let's Plays, I've always used the built-in software. Because it usually just kind of tended to be a little bit... it looked a little bit nicer than using OBS, typically. Mainly because OBS doesn't capture the individual frames quite as well. It usually, like, blurs them a little bit together, from what I've noticed. It's still fine if I really need it, but it's not ideal for me. But that's whatever. Either way, what the program that the LGX came with, RE Central 3, utter trash. Like, it didn't even seem to have too many quality options, or at least it was hard to figure out what kind of quality options it even had. But the problem wasn't even necessarily the layout or anything. The problem was the fact that I couldn't record longer than 3 minutes without the footage just freezing. I tried to do random Mario Maker crap, just because it was a quick, easy game that I could plug in and play and test with. I literally couldn't do more than 3 minutes, and that was being good. Usually I couldn't get more than 50 seconds without it freezing. And that was with the built-in software that it came with and is supposed to run well with. So, I then tried it with OBS, the program that I've been streaming with, and record other in-game things with. Like, I've been able to, I recorded Ori and the Blind Forest with OBS. That's how I usually do screen capture stuff. So I tried it with that, just to see how it would work. Didn't freeze as often, but, and I was able to do some Let's Play videos with a guest for something that will be coming out probably pretty soon. It's finished now. I won't spoil what it is, but it's all been utterly recorded. I just gotta edit it all and put it together. So you will probably be seeing it soon, and that's cool, and I'm looking forward to that. And I hope you guys are too. I was able to record that without issues. Except it seemed to be completely random when I did have issues. Because the moment that my friend, the guest I was with, left, and I tried to record a little bit more with it, it just flat out didn't work again. I couldn't get it to record without freezing. It would just randomly freeze, and I don't understand why. I re-downloaded and reinstalled the drivers, nothing helped. I downloaded different drivers, nothing helped. I looked online, Googled issues that people were having. No one really seemed to have an answer for me. And it was a brand new thing, so I was just like, you know what, screw it. I'm giving this back. This thing's not working the way it should, so I'm just gonna give it back and get something else. So, maybe it's just my computer, but I doubt it, because if it was my laptop, then sure, I would have had no doubt that it was my laptop that was the issue. But it wasn't. It was, I have a good computer now. It's brand new, basically. I mean, at this point it's like 5 or 6 months old, but that's basically brand new as far as computers are concerned. For me, at least. So it's a good computer. It can run things well. It runs things smoothly. That's not the issue. The issue just seemed to be the device itself, and I didn't get that. And I don't quite get why people try and recommend it as much. But, I don't know, maybe I just got a really defective one. Either way, the point stands, I got rid of it. I returned it to Amazon, got a refund, it's all good. So, it's a shame it didn't work out. And I don't recommend the AverMedia if you're looking to get a capture card. It's more expensive and doesn't seem to work. So, yeah, don't recommend it. That's my opinion. But if you have a good experience, then good for you. Now, the other thing is, I originally got it because I wanted to have a different experience. But at that point, after my different experience was basically, no, I was like, alright, well, instead then, how about I get an upgraded Elgato? So, my current capture card now is an Elgato Game Capture HD 60, as opposed to the original HD that I had been using. The downside to the Elgato HD 60, is, well, I mean, compared to the fact that it can actually record, because I've been recording for 25 minutes, and I can record, the only real downside to it is that it's still using the same kinds of software and drivers that I've been having problems with before. However, the interesting thing is, it kind of almost seems like the issues that I had been having before were solely because of drivers. rather than just specifically the hardware that I've been using. Because the moment I popped in this Elgato HD60, I got another blue screen. And that was really funny to me, because it was like, let's see if this runs better than before. Nope, I just immediately got a blue screen. But because of that, because of the extra data that I had now, I basically confirmed to me that it was at least not just the hardware of the original Elgato that I've been having issues with, but also the drivers. So I reinstalled the drivers, everything seems to be working now. So that's all fine and good and dandy. The other thing to note, I suppose, is that it is higher quality. So as opposed to being 720 60 FPS, now I can record in 1080 FPS. And I guess for something like this, it really doesn't matter, considering this is 480p upscaled anyway on the Wii U, but whatever. I can make it look as nice as I can, so that's cool. So really, what this entire tangent has to do with anything is that I'm able to use this Let's Play as a test for the new Elgato capture card. Because if anything goes wrong, I know this game. I already know this game. Doing it over again if something goes wrong is not going to matter in the slightest. Metroid Prime 2, if I tried to do that now and something went wrong and I had to do it over again, it would ruin the blind effect of the Let's Play for me. So, as a result, this Let's Play makes the most sense in multiple different ways. I have a new capture card that looks nicer. We're playing Super Mario Galaxy 2. Next time on Let's Play Super Mario Galaxy 2, we're gonna go to a new world. And maybe I'll actually acknowledge what is going on in the world. Because I don't think I did that much in this video, but that is okay, because, I mean, it's Super Mario Galaxy. You can understand what's going on simply by using your eyes. And if you are blind, then I'm sorry. And also, I'm wondering how exactly you got into this video in the first place. And also why you would be using YouTube when you can't see. There are podcasts that exist for you to listen to without needing video, so I would recommend those instead.